What's up, everybody? It is Impact Night with the Insiders. Welcome to Thursday. Hope you had a great week so far and hope you are excited to get started with Impact Wrestling tonight. We are on the road to Bound for Glory. We're also only a couple days away from Knockouts Knockdown as well, so it's an exciting time for Impact Wrestling. And as always, with me is my co-host, Jeff. Knockouts Knockdown Saturday. We got some awesome stuff going on with that. We may talk a little bit more about that on After the Impact, I thought. We could always discuss that a little bit since that's next up. But man, we're moving and shaking here, and we're going to probably have some good well, the card looks great for tonight too. The card looks stacked.
Yeah, the card for tonight is great. I can't wait for it. And I can't wait for Knockouts Knockdown. I mean, anytime you get an all-women's event, I think is good for the women involved. I think is good for the sport of professional wrestling. So I'm excited.
Yeah, absolutely. I love the Empower pay-per-view, and I have no doubt that the Knockdown is going to be great. We got more news about WoW coming back too, Women of Wrestling. Yeah. So that's really exciting. We're going to keep a close watch on that, everybody. So we're going to and no more Tessa. That's the best thing about it. Now I don't have to get tested. We don't have to get tested anymore.
There you go. Now everyone knows that she's in WoW, so we don't have to get the where's Tessa gonna show up and
no more Tessa trolling.
So let's take a moment, Joe. Let's take a moment.
Yes.
As soon as my board here decides that it wants to come up the right way, let's take a moment and give a round of applause to the fact that we don't have to do that anymore.
No more Tessa trolls. Yay! Yeah, and of course AJ Lee is involved there. That's going to be cool. And again, we're going to keep our eye on that because might be something we may end up doing watch-alongs for. Always love the women's stuff, and I think that's going to be really cool to see where that's going to go. So going to be interesting watching it. Of course, it's not going to start until 2022, so we got a little bit of time, but we're going to keep our eyes on it for the future to see what we may want to do with that. So I'll welcome some people in, but first, let me go over some things that we've got going on. So tomorrow, Friday, we don't have SmackDown tomorrow, so if you haven't heard, we're gonna kind of cut lighten the load just a little bit. If you haven't heard, we're gonna do SmackDown and Raw basically when they are bigger shows. So if there's a pay-per-view coming up, if it's a go-home show, if there's something big on it like the draft, stuff like that, we'll continue to do those. Otherwise, we're not going to do them every week. It gets to be too much, especially when we have to do the pay-per-views and things like that too. So no SmackDown tomorrow, but we will have Knockouts Knockdown on Saturday. So we are doing that on Saturday. Now Sunday, we were thinking about doing the Undertaker thing, but I did see that, and again, this is no fault of anybody's because people were excited. They wanted to watch it, and I saw a lot of people watched it already. Perfectly understandable. It came out on Tuesday. So we are not going to do that. It's only a half hour long. So we're not going to end up doing that after all, because again, people watched it already and I didn't really think it was worth it at that point. Plus I did read that there's not much of a difference in the paths that you choose. I kind of thought it was going to be more like the Black Mirror thing, but since it's so short, they kind of all end up the same way anyway. So there's not a whole lot going on there. So we're not going to do that on Sunday. So we'll be back. So we have tonight, we have Saturday, Knockouts Knockdown, and then we'll be back to Monday for Abby. So yeah, we cut down a little bit because it got crazy. It really did. We just had a lot of things going on. Jeff and I have work, and it's tough sometimes. So we're going to lighten the load a little bit, but that's not a bad thing because we are going to go back to doing some of the stuff we used to do. We used to really love and excel at doing interviews, and we want to get back to doing those for you guys. So what that may end up being some recorded content. So we can go back to talking to some of these wrestlers, we're trying to get EC3. We're trying to, we're talking to some other people, trying to get some other people on, and we're going to do that. And then we'll get those out. So we could pre-record them, and then we could release them on days that we normally would maybe be on, and stuff like that. So that's the kind of thing. We'll do some specials maybe. And listen, all these ones that we owe you guys, the watch-alongs for like old Impact that we owe you and things like that, we can always do those, without having all this other stuff to do. So that'll be cool as well. So Impact's going to stay the same. We're gonna still be here every single Thursday to do Impact, of course, and all of Impact's pay-per-views. And after the Impact on Thursday, that's not going to change. And then, of course, all the pay-per-views that we do will still be there as well. So all the WWE pay-per-views, all the Impact pay-per-views, the specialty ones and stuff like that come up every now and then. We'll keep doing those as well. So, okay. That said, if you haven't subbed to the channel already, please make sure you do. If you're new to the channel, welcome, and I'm glad you're here, and I hope that we're getting some new people in to watch Impact because it's really worthwhile, especially with the goings-on and the rumblings about people maybe coming here and this and that, and even more so, it's just a damn good show. It's fun. We enjoy it, so good to have you if you're new. Make sure you subscribe. Also, make sure you throw up a like on the stream for us tonight as well, and hit the notifications button if you would like to be notified about when we are having that future content that we're talking about. Okay, let me welcome some people in. We'll get to the card. We've got Jen Carter. Yo, what's up, Jen? Melinda Ford. What's up, Melinda? We've got Chad. What's up, Chad? How are you? We got Tony. Boo. So, guys, not happy to see Hangman come. Yeah, Hangman Page, of course, on AEW. Yeah, came back and won, so he's got his title shot. So that's good. That's good. I mean, they're building that up for a while, so good stuff. We've got Jen and Tony, we're talking there. We got James Chadwick, Impact Baby. We've got Cheese Whiz. What's up, Cheese Whiz? How are you? We've got Chris Smith. I think my pizza was delivered to the coop. That's not good. Jason Peace. What's up, Jason? How are you? We got Wes. How are you doing? It's a party, baby. We've got, who else here? Derek Fleming. Hey, Derek. How's it going? Derek. I shared his picture. So Derek got to meet Eugene. In his office, of all things, like in his place of business. Eugene came in, and I shared it on our Twitter. So Derek got to meet Eugene. Rusty was very jealous, by the way, Derek. I did tell him. Rusty is a huge fan of Eugene. He said the greatest ever was when he texted me back. So I did tell him. He was pretty jealous.
Did you send him the picture?
I did. Yeah.
I did too.
Did you?
I was like, I know one of us is going to text him, but I went ahead and sent him a text.
As soon as I heard Eugene, I'm like, oh my God. I even told Derek, I said, yeah, we got to get that to Rusty. Sean Rousset, what's up with you? Graham Caldwell, how are you both? Good, doing good. Looking forward to another edition of Impact Wrestling. Can't wait for Bound for Glory. Yeah, neither can I. Big show. RJ is here. We are on the road to Knockdown. Yeah, just a couple of days away. Double J in the house. Sean's View Ent Army is here. What's up with you? The new Eminem song is fire. I haven't heard it. We've got where is WoW being shown? We don't know yet. We were talking about that before the show. They didn't say. I'd imagine it'll be Fight TV or maybe one of those things would pick it up. I don't know. But we'll obviously we'll learn more about that as it goes. Eugene came back to the office and invited me to future shows at his facility. That's amazing. Wow. Dude, that's awesome. That's awesome. He has a school, Derek said. So that's awesome, dude. That's amazing. That's really cool, man. Bobby Fish debuted on AEW. I've still not watched it yet, says James. I'm cool with that. Keep doing Impact in the pay-per-view. Special sounds fair. Yeah, it just got to be a little crazy. It's if we've often said this, but if we could do this full time, we would, but we just don't, so we can't. That's that simple. It gets tough. My job too is going to get crazy. It's going to get to the holidays, and retail in the holidays is insane. Jeff's job gets nuts with all the projects that he does and things like that. So yeah, we just just a little bit of a step back. So not much, just a little bit. But like I said, I think it'll be good because we can do some of the things that we wanted to do. and we can get out some cool things to you guys. Do some things a little differently. Like if we ever want to do a quick top 10, we can do that. So, stuff like that. So we can do that kind of thing, and it'll be fun. RJ says 6-1 Houston. Yeah, my Dodgers beat the Cardinals. Scott Steiner, where are you, Scott Steiner? He's not in the chat. He's hiding because his Cardinals lost. Okay, all right. So there you go. Let's get to tonight's card, shall we? Okay. The quick disclaimer, as always, we're on BTI right now. A lot of you are coming to the end of BTI. We are on BTI right at the beginning. Well, about 15 minutes in. BTI is, of course, we are watching on the YouTube channel. Those of you who are watching Impact on Access TV, whether that be at home or wherever, please, 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 please do not spoil the rest of the chat who are watching along with us, because they are watching it on YouTube as well. So don't spoil anything. If you see a surprise or something along those lines, please just say, OMG or awesome or something or other. Don't spoil the chat ahead, please. Very, very important. If you can do it and you do it consistently, it's a quick way to get the boot. So don't spoil the chat. Okay? All right. Let's get to the tonight's card, shall we? There we go. All right. So a BTI, which is going on right now, we've got Laredo Kid versus Drama King, Matthew Rehweoldt. So if I'm not mistaken, first appearance of the Drama King on BTI. So it seems as if BTI ends up being a jumping in point where they sometimes get feuds started here, and sometimes get people started here when they want to start bringing them into different things on the show. So Rehweoldt being on BTI is always a cool thing. It's a good thing to see, and I think this match is going to be a good match with the Laredo Kid. We've seen him a bunch of times now, so this is going to be good. Let's see if this is where Rehweoldt starts his push to go up the ranks in Impact Wrestling, Jeff.
Yeah, I mean he's been kind of behind the scenes staring on at people, so it's good to see that he's getting that match now. We'll see what happens with it, but I'm really excited. Really excited.
Yeah, same here. Deanna is here. What's up, Deanna? How are you? J-Hub is here. Maddie Grace. Do you listen to Busted Open? What was your thoughts on Mark Henry and Bully Ray practically ending their careers? Yeah, I did listen to that because that is a podcast that they do separate from the regular show. They do that on Sundays. Every Sunday they record it, and then it comes out Sunday. So I don't usually listen to that one. I read about it. They were talking about bullying and stuff like that from what I read. Mark Henry made some comments. He made some comments. I don't know. It's hard for me to say without listening to the whole thing. I only know what I read about it. What do I think about it? People just have to really watch what they say on open forum things, whether it be YouTube, socials, podcasts, whatever it is. You got to be smart. And I get it. They're guys that just speak their mind. But you got to be careful. Whether they just did it. I mean, look what happened to Tommy Dreamer. So, I don't know. We'll see. Will there be ramifications from it? Oh my gosh! If so, poor Dave LaGreca, because he's going to lose his whole staff. Bully, Mark, and Dreamer were three of the guys that were on there. They're going to have to get all new people on that show. So yeah, Deanna, you have a point too. I mean, it was different, and if they're just talking about things that they did or they felt back then, it's really a tough. I'm certainly not going to say anything one way or the other because I haven't heard the whole thing, but I think yes, you can make an argument for both things. It's of course what they said wasn't good. Bullying wrestlers and telling them to do this and to do that. That's not good. But Jeff, I don't know. You can probably give a little insight into this too. You were in the business. I don't know if you listened to it or if you read it, but what they said, you probably maybe have seen some of this stuff yourself.
Oh, all the time. I mean, when it comes to hazing, when it comes to any of that stuff, I mean, it used to happen all the time. There were times where in wrestling you have to carry someone's bags. Um, there used to be like a handshake. Is Some people may think that's silly, but it was old workers handshake, and depending on how you shook someone's hand is what they thought about you in the ring in terms of if you were going to be stiff or if you were going to be if you were going to work with them. So there's a lot of things, but honestly, it was just a part of it when I was in the military. And anyone that's been in the military knows that drill sergeant, especially back in the day, like drill sergeant would get into your crap like real quick. Um, but there was a time where people thought the military got soft because what they would do is they would allow you to use cards during your basic training. And the card would be like if the drill sergeant was getting too rough on you, you could pull that card and that would signify, hey, you need to back off because this is affecting me negatively. And even with that, when people would run out of those cards, if they wanted to use them, even the drill sergeants would make it 10 times harder on them. They would be like, oh, you only got one left, that kind of thing. So I mean, times were different. I know that in our culture today, it's just, it's crazy. Like because you have to be, it, there's accountability, and then, there's maybe a step up beyond that. And you can argue if we're past that point too much. I don't know. I'm not the person to make that call.
Right.
But I just think that, sometimes we have to realize that times were different. There have been a lot of things that were acceptable even 30 years ago, 40 years ago, 50 years ago, that if it would blow our minds if anyone tried to implement any of that now. So yeah, it's one of those things where it happens. It happens.
Yeah, and I mean, you see it in sports. When rookies come to a team and they have to carry bags and they have to get, they're made to buy the guy's dinner, or they do, this is what happens. So yeah, I guess I don't know. We'll see. In my mind, I don't think they're going to be disciplined like Tommy Dreamer was. I think they might be given a talking to and say, let's not discuss this kind of thing anymore. Maybe come on, do a little apology and say, I understand there are people going through some things that maybe we were insensitive to. We apologize. I don't think, though, that we'll see them get fired or anything like that. I don't, I don't think it's to that magnitude. But who knows? Who knows? I could be wrong. It's completely up to the shows and things like that. So. Okay, so let's get back to the card. Johnny Bates, what's up, Johnny Bates? How are you? Long time no see. Graham says, you're both doing a great job. Whatever streams can manage is very welcome. You are the best stream on the Thursday for Impact Wrestling. Any other pay-per-view streams are a bonus. Thank you, Graham. Appreciate that. I agree. Whatever their generation was like for them, they shouldn't apply it to today when Mark Henry works with charities. Yeah, Mark's, I mean, obviously, I don't know Mark, but he seems like a good guy. I mean, from what I hear from him, he seems like he's a good guy. He's a family man. He seems like he does a lot of good things for people. So he seems like he's a good dude. Again, I don't know. I don't know their personal lives or anything like that, and I'm not going to pretend to. Everyone, it's my birthday. Shout out to you, boomers. Happy birthday to you. Okay. All right, let's go back to the cards. So we'll go bottom to top. 6-woman tag team match we've got. Kimberly, Johnny Bates.
There you go.
Brandi Lauren and Lady Frost versus Tasha Steelz, Mercedes Martinez, and Savannah Evans. Now, this, of course, is the lead into Saturday. So some of the bigger players we're going to see on Saturday. So it's going to be interesting to see if all hell breaks loose in this. And usually that's what happens in these 6 women, in this case, tag team matches. But it'll be cool to see. Do the bridesmaids stick together and kind of gang up on everyone else? We'll see. We will see there too. But this is interesting. Keep an eye out because you may get some idea of a storyline that they may end up taking into the Saturday pay-per-view, Jeff.
Yeah, I mean, I think, first off, Mercedes Martinez is an impact.
Right.
At least for tonight and this weekend. That's huge. Like, that's a big deal. You know, people were wondering, where's she going to go after she got, released from NXT? Well, here you go. Maybe she's going to be in this knockouts division. And if you add her into the mix, that it's a strong division. I mean, again, you can argue that this is the best women's division in wrestling.
Agreed.
But yeah, I'm excited to see this one. And yeah, I think the stuff we get tonight is just going to lead up to Saturday and set some things up.
Yeah, and imagine Mercedes Martinez wins and she goes up against Deonna at some point. Pretty cool stuff. Yeah. Pretty cool stuff. Clay Lewis, you keep on dreaming about your Eagles, buddy. That's what the season is about. We can all dream until the season tragically ends, which for your team, it's going to be pretty soon, unfortunately. Thank you for answering. I asked a certain days due to got no thoughts to response. There's no right or wrong answer, just opinions. I'm pleased you're not shy to share yours. No, we are never shy to share our opinions.
Never.
Sometimes we maybe are too quick to share our opinions.
Yes.
But yeah, we are never shy about sharing our opinions. So you are more than welcome to answer questions anytime you like. All right. Next up, we've got another 6-man tag match. This one is the Bullet Club. Chris Bay, El Phantasmo, and Hikuleo versus FinJuice and Chris Sabin. So, of course, Chris Sabin came out and was talking to FinJuice last week saying, I want in. So this is getting more and more interesting. The Bullet Club, El Phantasmo, of course, just came back. Hikuleo's been there. And, of course, Chris Bay's been involved in this whole thing. This should be interesting. And, again, looking ahead to Bound for Glory with all this going on, Jeff.
Man, anytime we get to see the Bullet Club, that's a good day, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
It's a good day. So I'm happy. I'm happy that we get to see these guys, and this is going to be a hell of a match. I mean, it really is going to be a great match. So I'm looking forward to it.
Man. Love El Phantasmo.
Oh yeah, ELP is amazing. So I'm so happy to see him.
Yeah, it's great to see. Absolutely. Good night, Jason. Jason did a quick pop in and pop out. All right, tag team match. This is also interesting. Christian and Josh Alexander. Now, there's heat there. There's a little heat there. We, they're gonna face each other, so we're gonna see. I love this though because they're teaming up 2 guys who are gonna wrestle one another very soon for the title. So maybe a little bit of bad blood there, a little bit of animosity there. So I wouldn't be shocked, Jeff, if Ace Austin and Madman Fulton win this. Because sometimes 2 people with that kind of, future matchup coming up don't necessarily get on the same page.
Yeah, I think there might be a little bit of tension. That might cause some issues. So yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see that either, especially given the fact that these two guys, aren't as cohesive maybe as the team that they're facing. But I could also see it going where they beat them and then they argue over who was the more valuable amongst the team. So
True. Very
either
true.
one could happen.
Yeah, that's
Because
true too.
honestly, in that match, if they were to lose, who's going to take the pin? You
Yeah,
know?
that's very true. Very true. We could have some kind of weird thing. It could be a DQ or something like that too. So we'll have to watch. But I think you're going to see some more tension building up with the Iceman. The Iceman is on. Always have to listen to the Iceman.
Yeah.
All right, we will have Heath. So we saw the return of Heath last week. So Heath showed up, came out, and really not what anyone expected from Rhino. He didn't join up with Heath. He didn't come out. He kind of walked the other direction and walked through the crowd. So not really the reception maybe that Heath wanted. So kind of get the feeling that this address that Heath has probably going to be about Rhino, and maybe Rhino will come out and kind of state his intentions or tell Heath what he's thinking too. So this will be interesting. This, of course, is basically an in-ring promo, and to advance the storyline. And I think we'll get something here. Maybe we'll get an answer from Rhino. Maybe we won't. But I wouldn't be surprised if we saw him during this little address that Heath's going to have, Jeff.
Yeah, I'm curious to see what he says. I'm curious to see what ends up happening here because this could be this could be a big deal when it comes to what happens with Rhino, and maybe we end up getting someone new confronting him. And I got to add this in, by the way, Tuesdays and Wednesdays, folks, if you don't have enough impact, they have the Digital Media Champion Tournament going on right now. So
they Ricky Dice and Skyler, right?
Yep, Skyler won.
Yep.
And Hernandez and Crazy Steve had a match, and Crazy Steve won that, so they move on.
There you go. So, yeah, keep your eye out for that. I shared the match with Zicky Dice and Skyler on our channel. So, yeah, make sure you check that out, especially if you have the Impact subscription anyway. You may as well go and check it out. Matthew Rehweoldt is in the ring right now on BTI, so the match is going to get started any second now. I have mixed feelings about the title. It's the TNT title with a blue streamer at the bottom. Oh, you're talking about the new AEW one? All right. Last but not least, we have an X Division tournament match. We have Black Taurus versus Maclin versus Petey Williams. Wow. We've seen Maclin. Maclin's been an absolute beast. Petey Williams is the feud that he's had going on, and now you throw, the incredibly agile Black Taurus into the mix. Makes for a pretty amazing match. We might get that first to start off the show. I wouldn't be shocked. But this is very interesting. And again, this is for the X Division tournament. So somebody's going to come out of this and go into that tournament. It's tough to pick who you might think that would be. I would kind of maybe go Maclin just because of where they've been having him as far as storyline is concerned. And Black Taurus is really mostly with Decay and kind of gets involved with a lot of different things. But I would kind of go Maclin here, Jeff.
Yeah, I think, wouldn't we like to see a Trey Miguel, Maclin, and you can put whoever else you want to put as another person in that match at Bound for Glory? I think we might get Maclin here, although wouldn't surprise me to see Petey eking one out just for one more run with it, just for one more brief run possibly. But I'm excited about this one. Wouldn't be surprised if this one is the first one up, just because we know how Impact likes to start out hot and heavy. So I think we could see that here.
Absolutely. All right. Well, there you go. That's the card for tonight. I'm sure we'll get other things. We'll get some surprises. We'll probably get some promos. We might see something with what's going on with Swingers Palace. I mean, goodness gracious, they closed it down. So I'm sure we'll get some more things like that. Might get another little Su Yung clip as well. We shall see. But that is the card for tonight.
Had to do that one last time for Swingers Palace.
Yes, I know. What a shame they closed it down. Oh, I'm sure they'll do. They'll come back with something. They'll come back with something. They always do. Okay, let us go to. Well, it's 8:04. For some people, I don't know. It might be dinner time in some places. So let's get to talking about the subject we always talk about around this time on our streams. What did everybody eat today? What's on the menu? What did you have for dinner, lunch, whatever it is? Breakfast, maybe. It doesn't matter. Snack, I don't care. A lot of people are overseas. You're way late in the night. Maybe you're having you're having something for a snack. So what did you all have today? Let us know. Jeff, did you get a chance to eat dinner today?
I did. I ate very quickly before we got on. I had leftovers, and last night I cooked some chicken thighs with a dry rub glaze.
Nice.
And I cooked green beans, and I cooked some rice.
There you go.
It was pretty good.
Sounds good. Just starting, said Deanna. Wow, what a match. Suzuki and Gresham. Pulled pork taco, says Derek. I'm eating some ground turkey nachos right now for dinner. All right, there you go. Pork and chips. Chicken stuffed shells, says Chad. That sounds good. Chicken fettuccine and hot dog, says Chris. I had some grilled chicken breast with some honey mustard sauce, and I had some pierogies that were fried up in butter. So that's what I had today. Corn dog nuggets for lunch, pulled pork and barbecue sauce, and onion rings. So it seemed like a pork day today. A lot of people having pork. Look at that. 1, 2, 3. We got 3 people with pork today. All right. Graham Caldwell says pork with barbecue sauce and onion rings. That sounds good too. Keep it coming. What did you have to eat today? What did you snack on, nosh on, whatever you like to call it? Taco Bell, says Tina. Grilled shrimp on top of wild rice, says J Hub. Wow, people are eating good today. Good today. Sometimes you get a lot of out food or fast food or pizza and stuff like that. People are eating good today. There you go. You guys go. All right. So we still got the match going on here on BTI. Nice shot here by Rehweoldt. Clothesline takes down the Laredo Kid. Cover 2. Close.
Ooh.
Very close. Getting a little upset there that he didn't get the pin. Chicken and rice, says Chris. Hey, Mark. Looks like I'm right on time. Yes.
Yep.
Yes, you are.
Any time is right on time.
That's
it's
true.
a good time.
I'm eating an all-meat pizza that was meant for Chris Smith, but ended up being delivered to my house. Well, you may as well eat it, I mean, hey, might have been. Listen, if it's free, why not?
Hey.
Why not? Shepherd's pie, says Jason Stauffer.
I love a good shepherd's pie.
Yeah, that's good stuff. I always like shepherd's pie. My mom made that years and years ago. She made it a lot. And my wife has made it a few times. It's good stuff. Braun Strowman on Free the Narrative. So, yeah, let's get to some of the news, I guess, a little bit. Braun Strowman was on Free the Narrative. If you haven't watched it, go to our Twitter and watch the entire thing. The whole video is amazing. It's a long video. It's about a half hour, a little over a half hour. So it's a long interview. First big interview that he's done. He talks about a lot. And DJ, he happened to talk about one Bray Wyatt, which is what a lot of the news was out of that, because they asked him who he wants to have as a match, and Braun mentioned, of course, Adam mentioned that it would be Bray Wyatt. If you could have a dream match, it would be Bray Wyatt. So I had said, and we said this on during the on the Free the Narrative show. We talked about it because you got a tease for a Fiend at the end of that show. And we kind of all went crazy when we heard it. So I think, maybe I'm wrong, but I think that Bray's going to end up on that. And I mentioned that to Jeff. I really do believe that. I really do believe that Braun is going to invite him there to Free the Narrative. And I think that Braun will be the one that will battle him and bring that final form out from EC3. The other thing that EC3, and I don't know how many of you guys have Twitter. I'll read this really, really quickly. I posted this. This is a quote from EC3, and this is about Bray Wyatt. So EC3 had a statement. This was Braun's quote, by the way, if you missed it. There's only one man on earth that I want to see knocking that door. He's family. He showed me things in life that I never could have imagined, seen. He bestowed upon the gift upon me of being the godfather to his son, Wyndham. I'm waiting for you, brother, said Adam Shearer. So that is what he said. And then let me see where I get. Let me pull up the quote from EC3. Okay, this was EC3 talking about Bray Wyatt's loss to Goldberg. I remember I would call this the day wrestling died for me. I wasn't even there when he, the Fiend Bray Wyatt, just got beat by Goldberg. I watched this man work so hard and be so unique and so creative and do so many different things and take it upon himself, developing something so special to have it just thrown away by someone's decision. That was a quote. So, and then, yes, EC3 went on to talk about, somebody asked him, what do you think he's going to do? What do you think Bray's going to do? And he said, he will evolve into his final form. This is a quote. So I think that they have been talking. I think that Braun has been talking to Bray, which would only make sense. They're friends. I think that, and I do believe that Bray Wyatt will be, or Wyndham will be on Free the Narrative, maybe right around Halloween. That's my prediction. We'll see. It could be way wrong. Wouldn't be the first time, but I believe that's what's going to happen. I really do. I really do. And that's going to be amazing. And we will, of course, be watching for sure. So going to be amazing if that happens. Jeff, I mean, I know you agree. We talked about this when we were watching the Free the Narrative show.
I gotta be honest, man. If he ends up on Free the Narrative, my mind may just evaporate into dust.
Yep. Yeah. It's going to be a mind-blowing thing. It really, really is. So keep your eye on it. I would suggest you guys go to YouTube, subscribe to the Free the Narrative channel, because you'll get these little things sent to you. I got the Braun interview sent to me via email. So subscribe to their channel. You'll get all these things, and I'm telling you, I think it's going to be worth watching. I really think it's going to be worth watching and checking out, because it would be unbelievable. Unbelievable. I mean, EC3 would get so many viewers for that. James Sadler said the internet will explode. If he shows up, the internet's going to break. I can't wait to see what the final form will be. Yeah, it's definitely going to be interesting to keep watch. People were asking Braun as well. Braun Adam actually went on Twitter and said that he was in between lifting, and he was telling people to ask him questions. So random people were just asking him questions, and he was answering them on Twitter. And one of the people said, of course, everybody was saying, are you going to wrestle again? Where are you going? The answer that he had to that was soon. Soon was his answer to that. So I imagine you're going to get a decision on where Adam Shearer is going to go. The interview is very telling, Jeff. A lot of very personal stuff in that interview that I, of course, didn't know. what he went through after he was let go from WWE. It was a very dark time, and that it was, when you saw him at the bar in that Free the Narrative, those of you who watched it with us, you saw him at that little thing in the bar, and he was kind of drinking and stuff like that. I'd imagine that may have been a metaphor for kind of how his life was going after he got let out of WWE.
Yeah, it's crazy, man, because you think about it, what he did for WWE over the years is one thing, but how he really carried that belt and everything for WWE for so long, for the better part of a year.
Yeah.
It's just interesting how he was treated at the end. And, when you get the sense with him that he never really wanted to leave there.
Yeah.
Like, he was perfectly happy being there, nowhere else. Nowhere else. And when that was taken away from him, of course, he's going to be devastated. He was devastated, as he should have been. But just to hear some of the stories, man, it's just heart-wrenching.
Yeah, go and check that out. It's really worth the watch. Like I said, it's a little over 32 minutes long, but like Jeff said, you can really tell that he was hurt. They asked him about the train whistles and stuff like that, and he just said, I just went and did what I was asked to do. And then he talked about there was another thing I read about the swamp fight. Someone mentioned, and he really took offense with people saying that was horrible and it was the worst match of the year that came out of people's mouths. He talked about some of the dirt sheet writers and things, and I'm sure we know who he meant by that. But it was, and he said, he goes, I worked so hard on that. He said, I worked like 28 hours straight. And he said, I came home and I collapsed he said, I was completely dehydrated. I had to get an ambulance. The ambulance took me to the hospital. They had to fill me with fluids. I was, so again, you kind of have to take a step back sometimes and really think that, these guys are people, and they're busting their butts. Doing this kind of stuff for us and to be entertained and stuff. And the last thing they want to hear, that sucked. That was crap. That was, So yeah, it's really good. Go check it out. It's a really good interview. Really good stuff to hear from him and how he started and how he's now he's really into the Free the Narrative thing. He really kind of likes it and talks very highly about it. So. Check that out. The moment where Adam said, Wyndham, I'm waiting for you, brother. OMG, the chills. Yeah. It was really, really cool. I saw it I watched the whole thing 3 days ago, I think it was, that I got it sent to me in my email. But yeah, it was absolutely amazing. If you guys do a watch along Free the Narrative, I'll probably get to watch some of it, but that will be in Amish country for Halloween. Okay, that's cool. I wonder if Bray has a similar story of wanting to be a WWE lifer. He put up with a lot. He kept re-signing new contracts. Yeah, maybe. Maybe they were just happy there. And, sometimes you will take a lot more than people are, you'll take a lot more than people should maybe take. And, just to stay where you are because you're comfortable somewhere. So. Got to be a good feeling to let it all out. Deanna said, yeah, I'm sure. And that's really what that Free the Narrative is. Not only are they letting out their old personality and getting rid of that, but they're also letting out a lot of their emotions and things like that too. Yeah. So big stuff. All right. We got about 11 minutes, 11:47 for our clock again. Yep. I'll send out a reminder. Make sure that you are not spoiling the chat. If there is any surprises, if there is anyone that shows up, please don't spoil the chat. If you're watching it on Access TV, you will be ahead of us until about the last 15 minutes in the show. Derek said, Jeff, I saw you lean forward.
Yeah, you did. Yeah, you did, and thank you. By the way, I saw that earlier, but there's never too many times you can see that. So thank you, Derek. I greatly appreciate that.
There you go. Being released from WWE can be a blessing, especially for a creative mind like Wyndham. Yeah, very true. Very true. The women's pay-per-view Sunday, Jeff, starts at 8, right? I'm guessing.
Let me look it up real quick.
Yeah, let's check that out to make sure the time. If it does, of course, we'll be starting at 7:30 like we always do. Just going to get another quick little thing about our schedule for the rest of the week. So nothing tomorrow. Knockouts knockdown on Saturday. It starts at 8. We'll be starting at 7:30. Nothing on Sunday, and then we'll be back on Monday with Abby. So yeah. So that's our schedule coming up. And make sure that you subscribe to the channel if you're new. Is it 8 o'clock?
Yep, starts at 8. So
all right, there you go. I know that's a big night for sports. I know a lot of you are probably going to be into the boxing. I know Tyson Fury has a boxing match that night as well. So, but that will start much later, of course, than the pay-per-view will go. So come check it out, and then go watch the fight if that's what you are going to do on Saturday. So. Big weekend for sports, especially with Tyson Fury out there, especially for those of you overseas, I'm sure, are big Tyson Fury fans. So, big weekend. Fury fights this Saturday, Deanna, I believe. This Saturday. Third time, I think it's against Deontay Wilder, if I'm not mistaken.
Yep.
A lot of people, from what I'm hearing, a lot of people are picking Deontay to win this one.
Yeah.
A lot of people seem to be siding with him to win, and I don't know, maybe it's because Tyson hasn't been – maybe because he hasn't been fighting that much. Maybe he's just getting a little bit older. I don't know. But a lot of people are saying that Deontay is going to win this. So we'll see. It'll be interesting. I hope for the sake of the people that buy it, which is why I never buy a boxing thing. I hope it's going to be a longer fight for you because you spend all that money to get it, and then you get like a 2-round knockout or something. And man, oh man, that's a lot of money to blow on a fight that goes down to that goes over in a minute or two. So, yeah, Fury has been kind of quiet. Yeah, we saw him in the wrestling world a little bit. He's kind of going at it with Drew McIntyre for a while. We kind of thought we were going to get that, but then COVID hit, and then I guess that kind of just ended all that because of, maybe because of where they both were and things like that. So, yeah.
Yep, he sent it to you, so you got to check it. And I'm gonna look at his eyes, Derek, just to see.
You sent it to me. What you sent to my personal? Yeah, you did. Oh my! As Howard Stern once said, "Oh my." Yeah. All righty. Well, there you go. Thank you, Derek.
Seriously, thank you, Derek.
Oh, Saturday night is also the AAA pay-per-view show and the Tokyo Joshi Pro show as well. It's a stacked Saturday night. Wow, okay.
There's just so much. Like, I mean, you're talking about MLB playoffs, hockey season starting up,
basketball starting up
soon. Starting, college football.
Yeah, there's a lot going on.
Wrestling, boxing.
Yep, there's a lot going on. My Dodgers survived to play another 5-game series with the Giants, so that I'll be tuned into that. Plus all the stuff I just want to watch. I mean, Chucky starts next week. So all that horror stuff's coming out. The I Know What You Did Last Summer starts soon. Halloween comes out next week. Oh my gosh, it's just where is the time? Like they just don't have the time to watch it all. Dylan went to a Kiss concert last night. That's awesome. I've been to see them about 8 or 9 times, I want to say. They were actually my first concert. I went to see them early on in the 90s. No makeup. I saw them play with Slaughter and King. Oh my gosh, what the heck's the name of the band? I can't remember now off the top of my head. Another metal band that was popular back then. But that's cool. They put on an amazing show. Always did. And no matter, it's sad that they're ending it. But I mean, look, they're guys that are in their 70s. to believe that they're that old and they're still going around, walking around with all that armor on, able to still move the way that they do. And so, I mean, listen, you have bands like the Stones and stuff like that are still playing, but they're playing instruments and stuff really, and they're really not moving all that much. And so, but when you're wearing armor for an entire show, 2 hours, 3 hours, 2.5 hours, whatever it is, that's tough when you're really any age, and especially when you're in your 70s, mid 70s, some of them too. I saw that tour as well. Deanna says, yeah, that was the first time I got to see them. It was the Hot in the Shade tour for them. So yeah, it was the first time I got to see them. I've been a fan since I was like 8. So like 77, when they were in their heyday, they were like in their comic book times and superhero time, all that kind of stuff. But yeah. Wilder will make up some excuses again when Fury knocks out the Pat McAfee will not be uncommenting at Crown Jewel, according to Fightful. He probably didn't want to go. I don't
blame him.
Yep, I don't either. I know that they got into some issues with talent the last time they had that, when those planes got stuck. I don't know if you guys remember that. Was before Survivor Series, and that's why they had to have NXT come up, because they didn't make it back home in time, and they were detained in the airport. Their plane couldn't leave. Brock got out of Dodge. Brock took his own private jet, so that's probably why Brock doesn't mind going there, because he'll climb aboard his private jet with Paul Heyman and Vince, and they'll be gonzo. So they don't have to wait around. But I don't blame them. I mean, I know the Good Brothers did not like it. They were one of the two of the ones that were saying, never again. We will never ever do that again. Well, they didn't, as it seems anyway. They didn't. But yeah, I don't blame them. I don't blame them. It's very, very different, especially with this COVID thing going on too. Are you going to watch the one for Halloween Havoc? We are not. Tazzy is, and I may have dodged a big bullet. I told that to Jeff. So I'll just go. When I saw Tazzy announce it, I'm like, woo! No Halloween Havoc for Joe this year. Yay! I mean, of course, I'll watch it, but, not to see anybody having to see me tortured while I'm actually watching the show. So,
you know how many people were looking forward to you?
Oh, I know.
Like just having a miserable night.
I know. People are masochistic. They love to see me suffer. Dan T literally tweets me every single night saying, Joe, I know you don't like The Exorcist, but could you do watch along for The Conjuring? I'm like, no. What about contortion women with long, black, sticky hair? Do you not understand? And then he said, well, what about this one? What about this one? And I'm literally refusing everyone. I said, listen, here's the list. Slasher movies of any type or kind, yes. I will do like science fiction type horror stuff, yes. I will do zombies, yes. Vampires, yes. All that kind of stuff, yes, I'm good. Alien stuff, like aliens and all that, yes. There will be no demonic possession of any kind, especially women. And there will be no Japanese horror remakes, which by that I mean The Conjuring, The Ring, all of that stuff. No. Because 9 times out of 10, they have that contortioning woman with the long, stringy black hair, whether it's a ghost, whether it's an... No. No. Then he asked me about... what's the one? Oh my God! What's the one he just asked me about? The one where it's one of the ones like Blair Witch where they're filming in the house, but they're filming in the house. It's supposed to be like a oh my God,
Paranormal Activity.
Yeah, he asked me about that. I'm like, no. No. So it's really funny. It's kind of, but yeah, you guys just love it. Yeah, I mean, you love seeing me tortured. But yeah, so no, that's apparently not going to happen. Tazzy's saying, well, maybe Joe can guest host, and I'm like, yeah, maybe not.
Probably not. Probably not.
Maybe not. The Chucky series starts next. What, is it Tuesday or when? Yeah, Tuesday.
Tuesday.
It's on after NXT, I think.
Yep.
Yeah. So there you go. Again, yeah, Chucky. Yeah, give me that. Give me that all day long. I'll watch Chucky as long as you want. Halloween. I'm super excited for Halloween. I can't wait for that to start. For the movie to come out, I will be watching on Peacock probably when it premieres. So if it premieres at 12 o'clock midnight, I will be watching it at 12 o'clock midnight. Any of that stuff, I'm all in. Crazy to think that Linda Blair was only 12 years old. A friend of mine met her at a convention in New Jersey. Nicest woman. And she talks about that. That was not easy for her to do. Very difficult for her to play that role when she was that young. So no, you probably won't see that happen again, I would think. Because that's she said that it bothered her for a long time. So yeah, I could completely understand that. 1-2 coming through. Freddie, Freddie, I'm good. I'm good with Freddie. I'm good with any of that. Like, I know what you did last summer. Even like Hellraiser, stuff like that. I'm good with any of that. I can watch any of that stuff. Blood, Guts, Gore, I'm good. Hostel, I have no problem with Hostel. I watch that. The Saw films, I have no problem with any of that. But I draw the line. And that's I don't
Joe,
like reporting.
I gotta ask you this though. How did you deal with Malignant? Was that not as bad?
That wasn't as bad.
Okay.
It was kind of like Horror Story when you told me about the little bit of contortion in Horror Story. And then, that maybe it's more specific, and maybe it's like a turned over backwards walking contortion and stuff. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe that could be it. That could be what it is. So yeah. But all right, we're waiting for Impact to start. I don't watch any of that. I'm good with. I love slasher films. Oh man, give me any of that. I'm starting to watch now as they're showing some of the older ones. I watched Prom Night, the original one, Jamie Lee Curtis. I give me any of that stuff, man. I eat that stuff up. What's the one with the minor? Oh, Happy Valentine's Day.
Yeah, My Bloody Valentine.
I love any of that. Any of that. The new one, even too. That Happy Birthday to Me. I just recently saw that. I love that. I really enjoyed that. I didn't see the sequel yet, but I really love. I love the premise of that. So yeah, I dig all that stuff. And I was just telling Jeff the other night I watched Fright Night, one of my favorite ever vampire films. Favorite, and not the new one, not the remake, the one from 1985 or 84, whatever year it was, with Chris Sarandon, who played one of the coolest vampires I've ever seen. And I watched. It was on the other day on TV. I watched it through and I've seen it a bazillion times, but I love it. I absolutely love it. NXT Halloween Havoc live stream. LOL. Who's gonna survive? Boomers says. Jeff, you should dress up as Candyman, and Joe and as Jason, and Tazzy dresses up as super evil Chucky for Halloween watch. Tazzy could just be of the floating head.
There you go.
Could just be the floating head. Tazzy could put some I don't know. Could put some stuff on like makeup or whatever. Just be the floating head. Wear a green shirt and be a floating head. I'm on YouTube and ahead. Okay. Well, just don't spoil anybody, Dylan, if you're ahead. Rays strike first, 2-0 in the first. Wow, that was quick.
Oh boy.
That was quick.
Oh,
it could be a Frankensteiner, says Dylan. Frankensteiner. Tazzy has his floating thing. Max Headroom. Yeah, Max Headroom. He could be Max Headroom. Yeah, he could be. Jeff, I'll be right back. Give me like 2 minutes.
Okay, no problem. No problem. All right, so we're getting underway. Playing this intro. So, folks in the chat, tell me out of the matches and everything we talked about earlier, what you're looking forward to most. Chad, Tessa is she's going to Wow Wrestling, so Tessa watch is off now. We don't have to worry about it. And we're closing in on Bound for Glory too. Just know that. Here we go. Starting out here with a Starting out here with the Bullet Club match. So this is going to be a hot start, I believe. Starting out with Hikuleo, ELP, and Chris Bay. The Bullet Club against FinJuice and Chris Sabin. Wow. What a way to start out. Dylan saying this one. Yeah, this is a good one. This is a good one. Chad saying he's looking forward to the women's match. Yeah, this is a good card for tonight. Here we go. FinJuice coming down to the ring. Here we go. Graham saying, I'm looking forward to the triple threat X Division match. Taurus versus Maclin versus Williams. I would like to see Maclin win as he has been on a roll lately. We're going to be back on camera soon. I'm just showing the match card right now, but we'll be back. Chris Sabin now joining FinJuice. Got a little bit of jumping going on right now. Hopefully that doesn't keep going for the rest of the night. Super C saying this and the tag match could be crazy matches. I agree. Could be very crazy. Very crazy. Deanna saying, don't miss their faces too much. Thank you, Deanna. So here we go, about to get underway. I know, Deanna, I know. You like to rag on us a little bit. It's okay. I don't think he needs to, Dylan. I don't think he needs to. He may end up there, but I don't think he needs to. Graham asking if Christopher Daniels is only back as a one-off, or do you think he will sign a short term? I think he's going to be an Impact for a little bit. I think at least through possibly the end of the year. So I think he might be there for a little bit. Here we go, Chris Sabin and Chris Bay tied up right now. Again, a little bit of a glitch there. Is anybody else getting that? Anybody else getting that? Chris Bay dancing a little bit after faking out Chris Sabin. Chris Sabin's looking at him like, dude, what the heck are you doing? Tying up again, test of strength in the middle of the ring. Now we got some good wrestling action going on, some counters and roll up there by Chris Bay. Double drop kick. Both guys kind of looking at each other and just a little perplexed at the moment because, hey, they're matching up well. They're going strike for strike here. So now we get ELP and we get Juice Robinson in the ring. And we get a picture-in-picture, and the Good Brothers are in the picture-in-picture. ELP El Phantasmo there. Does anybody else think that Juice Robinson could definitely play Macho Man in a movie, especially with how he's looking right now? I think he could definitely pull off Macho Man. Um, James Chadwick saying it's so good to see ELP back in Impact. Mocking El Phantasmo as Juice Robinson. Juice kind of taunting. There you go. Juice kind of taunting the corner there.
Oh, they started with this one. Okay.
Yeah, starting out hot.
I had to go take some pickle juice, Jeff. Guess what happened? I had to go drink some pickle juice. Oh, my God. See, it did help, though. It did help.
All right, Joe, I asked the chat something. I'm going to ask you the same thing. Look at Juice Robinson and tell me he can't play Macho Man in a movie.
Oh, my God. Look at that. You're right. Where did that beard come from?
I don't know, but dude.
Dude, he must grow facial hair quickly. Holy cow. Like, we didn't see it. Man. Yeah, look at the pants.
Yeah.
I'd love to see him do this with his finger and just standing.
Yeah. Earlier, he did this thing where he kind of flexed a little bit, and he looked just like him. I mean, it was crazy. But I definitely think he can. Definitely think he can pull that off. Are you getting any weird jumping, Joe?
On the stream itself? On the Impact stuff?
Yeah.
No.
Okay, I'm gonna back out of it and then go back because I'm getting some jumping going on.
Joe just turned heel at half his. I'm wearing my Halloween hat. This is my Halloween hat. You have to guess what I'm going to be. That's why I'm trying to grow this. This is good. This is growing out a little bit. The sideburns are never going to happen, so I'm going to have to buy fake sideburns at some point. But it's the Halloween hat. You'll have to guess what you think I'm going to be. The hat's a little tough to be a giveaway unless you've really seen the movie and know the movie. But yeah, this is my Halloween hat. In the words of the Macho Man, ooh yeah, dig it. Love Macho Man. Christopher Daniels is head of talent relations for AEW. It was a one-off at Impact. I think myself love Mickey and Deanna segment on the farm. Oh yeah, I love that too. Will Rally, Sport Rally, welcome. Guy from Mary Poppins. No. If I had more of a mustache and more of the sideburns, it would probably be an easier giveaway. Hikuleo in there. Oh, got out of it. Duck under the clothesline. Oh, big boot. Huge boot.
Oh.
Huge boot. Down goes Finlay. Phantasmo's in there with Chris Bay. Held on to the ropes. Over the top, but they both attack him from either side now. Oh, okay. Nice move there by Finlay. Chris Bay, though, up on top of the rope. Comes down, gets caught. Over the knee. Ooh. Roll over. Chris Sabin gets tagged in. Clothesline from Sabin. To the knees of Hikuleo. He's out of the ring now. Bay getting the worst of it from Sabin. Sabin now, both men staggered in the middle and crossbody.
Wow.
Both men go down. Sabin with shots back and forth. Sabin on fire here, but Up, duck under a double clothesline, throws them into each other, kick to the midsection, kick to the back of the head for Chris Bay. Down goes Phantasmo and out of the ring. And here comes Macho. I mean,
you can't unsee it.
I know you can't. Over the top and down, and all three men from the Bullet Club are down on the floor outside of the ring.
He does a flying elbow, and I'm done, Joe.
Oh, my God. Yeah, right? He should. He should. Old man from Up says, oh, now I'm really hurt.
Oh, jeez.
I'm really hurt. Did he have sideburns? Maybe he did. I don't remember. I haven't seen that. Oh, nice move by Sabin. Once the match is over, I'll give you a clue. Because a lot of you probably didn't see it. It's a pretty old movie. Well, I mean, it's a famous movie, though. It's pretty old. Into the barricade. Phantasmo now. Chris Bay working over Sabin a bit. Here comes Hikuleo. Sabin, whoa. What a power slam. Oh, off the top. Here comes Bay to roll him up with the save.
Oh, boy.
Tosses Phantasmo back out. There he goes. Up and over. Oh, comes down. Oh, big kick to the chin. Bay and Sabin inside the ring. Bay off the ropes. Nope. Got caught. Backslide. Nope. Action fast and furious in this one. Kick to the back of the head from Sabin. Sabin gets him up. Got him up. Look out. Hikuleo's got a chair. And
oh boy.
Low blow.
There you go.
Low blow. That's going to do it. 1, 2, 3. Done. Low blow. Low blow. Did you see Taz and Jericho just a Philly ECW crowd? No, I did not. Deanna's currently watching the women's match. You must be watching on Access.
Yeah.
You guys already know who I want to win the women's match. Looking forward to Mercedes Martinez on Saturday. Yeah, we are as well. So the Bullet Club comes out on top. Here's the rest of the card coming up. Mr. Majestic. Would it be possible at some point to have Billy Corgan and his National Wrestling Alliance promotion have a partnership with Impact? I would love to see Christian Cage versus Nicaldis. Well, I don't know if you'll see Christian because Christian is more of a – I mean, yeah, he's the Impact champion, but he's probably more on the W roster. But I don't see – I mean, they had some cross people going with Empower, so I don't see why not. I don't see why not.
And honestly, you're starting to see a lot of that anyway because you're seeing Lady Frost and a few others that have come over. So
yeah, absolutely. Josh Alexander.
I don't know how you're so ahead of me, Joe, but
am I ahead of you now?
Way ahead of me. I'm trying to get it worked out.
Josh is talking about Christian Cage. Jeff says, Joe with the hat. Yeah, it's part of my Halloween costume for this year. Damien says, Joe and Jeff, wanted to let you all know that thankfully I was able to get me and my friend tickets to BFG. Wow, and they weren't sold out, dude. That's awesome. You're going live. That's really cool. That's really awesome. That's really awesome. I wish I lived out closer.
Same.
Josh says, Christian's got another thing coming. You got another thing coming. Little Judas Priest. Austin and Fulton versus Alexander and Christian Cage.
There you go.
Knockouts, knockdown. There's the brackets. Tasha Steelz, Jamie Senegal, Chelsea Green, Renee Michelle, Lady Frost, Rachel Ellering, Brandi Lauren, and Mercedes Martinez. And up, I think this is next. Kimberly, Brandi Lauren, Lady Frost. Oh, yeah, they're getting Decay versus the Influence. So Decay has Crazy Steve and Black Taurus, which should offset Caleb's antics. Who do we got? Oh, we got the Heath promo.
Oh, there we go.
The Heath promo. Here's my little hint. Ready? Cage goes in the water. Shark in the water. Farewell and adieu, my fair Spanish lady. Farewell and adieu, my ladies of Spain. That's my clue. That's my clue.
You know, that's a darn good clue, Joe.
That's a good. I thought so, but we'll see who knows. We'll see who knows what that's from. We'll see who knows what that's from. Like I said, I have to grow this in a little more. So we'll see. Yeah, well, yes, Dylan. Do you know his name? Do you know his name? Says guy from Jaws. You are correct. But you got to know his name. It's gonna be fun. Yes, yes, it's guy from Jaws. It's Quint. His name is Quint, the guy who was the captain of the boat. In Jaws. Yes, that's who I'm going as. I even have a little stuffed shark that I'm gonna carry around. So it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun. But yes, Quint. Yes, as on White says Quint. Yes. I got this is the Quint hat that I'm wearing. So yes. Heath Talkin says I had a bad year. We all had a bad year. We did. Said Bound for Glory. I was ready to rock and roll. About to get my contract. I was so close. So the rug got pulled out from underneath me. Wow. Bobby Shaw as Quinton Johns was iconic. Oh, absolutely. I have to memorize that. I'm studying to memorize the speech about the boat that he was on. That's going to be tough because that's a long story. So I lost my best friend.
Wow. I love the fact that the crowd was chanting, "He's got kids."
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's fantastic. He'll never lose that. Said I still never got a phone call. Even after the tweets and reposts, Heath got feelings. He does. So that's not the Rhino that I know. So VBD and Eric Young have brainwashed him. So beating him and abusing him, and it's really pissing me off.
Uh-oh.
Calling out Rhino. Said just come out so we could talk. Slater for Universal Champion, baby. I miss ECW Rhino. Callis as his manager. Man, that was the good old days. VBD on their way out. So not going to just be Rhino. He's going to get Eric Young, Diener, and Doring. Now I'm getting the skipping, Jeff. I'm getting some skipping now.
Okay.
The music's skipping. So is the dialogue a little bit. We're part of this don't you understand? What part of this don't you see? The Rhino you know is gone. So I got rid of him and made him better. Made him stronger. I made him more pure. Somebody has a face of Doring in the crowd on a stick. Oh, that's great. How many times do we have to get rid of you? The character development between Quint, blue collar Captain Dustin Hoffman as the universities. That was Richard Dreyfuss from Roy Scheider. Richard Dreyfuss was the shark researcher. You're not Rhino. You're not Rhino, Chance.
Wow.
He's outnumbered. Rhino belongs to me. Rhino, you know, is gone forever.
Yeah.
Gonna leave my ring and never come back. You're gonna leave or you're gonna force our hand. Ugh.
Man.
Oh, he's gonna try to fight him off. Numbers are gonna be too much.
Yeah, numbers game.
Yep, Doring with a clothesline, and down he goes. Now Diener is picking the bones. Diener picking the bones. Question now is, does Rhino come out? You suck, Chance. We want Rhino, Chance, now from the crowd.
Man.
So happy to see Heath back, says the Coug. Yeah. Yeah, he had like a double groin tear or something like that, I think it was.
Yeah.
Big shot to the midsection. Heath taking a beating. No Rhino. Heath is a one-man band. Oh, he's got that flag. Got that flag. Oh, across the back. Cover him up with the flag. Still says he's got kids. He's got kids. Well, so it's going to take some work for Heath to get Rhino to come out of that.
Man.
Oh, Willie Mack is in the tournament next week.
You said Willie Mack is?
Yeah. Oh, Willie Mack started the Steiner Buff. Started the Steiner math. He goes, I got a 33 and a third chance. Oh, that was great.
Oh.
Uh-oh. There's Zicky. Zicky called them idiots. You idiots. Rich Swanson, you got that fanny pack on and you got that doggone belt with no goddamn loops. Are these two going to go?
I think so.
Uh-oh. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Oh, Lord. Manny Lemons. Myers is just abandoning him. He's like, I'm not going to be there. Feels like you got to see his bus. It's pretty cool. He's going to get some chicken. He's off. He's getting some chicken on his bus. Oh, look who we've got. Johnny Bates. Where are you, Johnny Bates?
Yeah, John. Where's Bates when you need him?
Where's Johnny Bates and Kimberly? We've got Kimberly and Brandi Lauren.
Look at Kimberly, man.
Yep.
She's got like all the movements and stuff down so well.
Yeah, she does. She's got the movements that, yeah, absolutely, dude. I love how they come out to Sue Young's music, too. Lady Frost is just kind of standing there like,
Like, what do you want me to do with that?
Yeah, they're Lady Frost better be careful she doesn't get abducted. She doesn't turn into the next bridesmaid.
Right?
Tasha Steelz. James says, damn. Lady Frost is frosty. Yes. Well, you know, I think anybody would be a little uncomfortable being surrounded by two undead brides. So, Mercedes Martinez.
Here's a question for you, Joe. Do you think that Mercedes, how do you think they'll build her? How do you think they'll book her?
I mean, I could see them getting her involved pretty quickly in I would say probably maybe she'll start off with a partner with a tag team and maybe get her in that a little bit first. But if she wins the tournament, and she very well could, if she wins that tournament and she has that shot against Deonna, then I mean the sky's the limit. She can really go right up to the top. Mm-hmm. The question I have is she a threat to Deonna? I mean, with her reputation and everything like that from NXT, is she a real legit threat to Deonna Purrazzo? We were asking that not that long ago. Like, who can dethrone Deonna? Who can take out Deonna? Can Mercedes Martinez be the one to take out Deonna? Maybe. Maybe. She's wearing her WWE gear. What do you guys in the chat think? Where do you think Mercedes is going to fit in?
Yeah.
Clayson, go to bed. Good night.
I'm just interested to see what people have to say.
Yeah. Oh, look at this. Tasha Steelz wanted no part of that. No part of that. Oh, look at biting her. Brandi Loren just biting her on the wrist. Tasha wanted no part of the undead bride. I think she'll be booked the way WWE started Shayna off. Could be. We got Lady Frost, so all we need now is Mr. Jack Frost. Maybe Savannah Evans takes out Deonna. Maybe. Well, Tasha's in now. Oh, Kimber tried to get her from behind, missed. Tasha doing some dancing. Hey, listen, stop saying our name. Stop saying Ultimate Insiders. We're the Ultimate Insiders, damn it.
Right?
Damn it. Copyright infringement, damn it.
They stole our stuff, man.
They did. Tasha gets tagged back in. Brandi is caught over in that corner. Big boots. Quick tags in and out. Deonna, there will be no more of that. There will be no more of that. We know where Tessa is now. Tessa is in WoW. There is no more of Tessa. There will be no more mention of Tessa. Tessa is in WoW. I can smell a lawsuit. Yeah, there should be. There should be. From us. We had it first.
We'll settle out of court, though.
We would settle just to be involved with Impact somehow. All they have to do is give us a job.
Yeah.
That's it. That's it. That's it. We don't want much. We don't want much. We could just be like their official streamers. They don't even, you know what? I would go so far as to say, at that point, if we were, I wouldn't even ask for pay. They wouldn't even have to pay. If they made us like their official streamers, I wouldn't even have to pay. I wouldn't have to. I mean, pay would be great, but, you know. Kimberly's in there now. Tasha Steelz goes over the knee. Oh, Kimber has that. Does Kimber have one of those nasty gloves? I think she does. I think she had a nasty glove on. She was going for the mandible claw.
Oh. Yep.
She does. Yeah, you could see it. Here come Mercedes. Oh, nice move. Kimber trying to get back up. She missed with a clothesline. Big knee. Kimberly goes down. She's not the legal person in the ring. No pin able to be done there. Could Chelsea Green get a push? Yeah, maybe.
I think so.
Compensation, give Joe a Rosemary autograph and meeting. Oh, yeah, meet and greet with Rosemary. That allowed Jeff to. I think if I got a meeting with Rosemary and an autograph, I think Jeff should get one with. Oh my God! Oh. Good Lord!
Jordan Grace.
Thank you very much. Yes, Jordan Grace. Yes. If Impact was to sign Tasley, we already know where he will be hiding. Well, Tasha, Mercedes, Martinez, and Savannah Evans are the winners. I can see Savannah and Mercedes maybe going at it at some point.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, who's this? Oh, Alicia attacking the undead. Yo, you better be careful, Alicia. You better be careful.
Might want to be.
Oh, no, they're grabbing her, taking her away. I was going to say, you better watch that Sue Young doesn't come out and grab you. Or you'll be the next one in there. Alicia's been feisty lately.
Very.
Alicia gets carried out. Flashback moments of the week. Genesis 2013. What are your thoughts about AJ Lee as part of the production of WoW? First heard that from Fightful. Yeah, pretty cool. Pretty cool. Like I said, we're going to keep our eye on it. Might be something we may want to do watch-alongs for, depending upon what they're going to do. But it looks interesting. Looks interesting. I was saying to Jeff before the show, I wonder how long it'll be before she might decide that she wants to do more than produce. And maybe she might want to come back to wrestling. We'll see. Alicia now got carried to the back. She's got a kendo stick. Whoa. Gail Kim. Oh. Monsters Ball match.
Oh my goodness.
Monsters Ball match.
Oh man.
Oh, that's going to be awesome. On Saturday. Oh, that's going to be awesome. James says, holy shit. Madison Rain and Caleb are the guests. Shocking. Tennille Dashwood's show is on now. If Impact asked me to be a streamer for them, the only person I would want an autograph from is Savannah Evans. If they asked me to get in the ring with Savannah, I would just say, no way, Jose.
No way.
The collab is trending on Twitter. James Chadwick with mad faces. James Chadwick's favorite person's on the screen. The K, she called him. Oh, the K's here. Havoc just scared the crap out of Caleb, and he took off.
Trying to get used to my new chair here, so if you hear squeaking,
chair.
Yeah.
Whoa. They're completely bleeping out Tennille. Nobody makes popcorn without salt and butter. Rosemary said she might have a little darkness inside her soul.
He should have given that mature content warning beforehand.
Did Caleb just say skedaddle?
I believe.
You don't dismiss us. We're now the hosts of this show.
Skedaddle.
We could use an upgrade. Neil says she's itchy. They're out. They're out. Rosemary is now the host. That was awesome. Uh-oh.
That was great.
Moose and Morrissey. The heroes don't save the day. They get sent to the hospital. This is an alliance. Oh, no.
Mm. Oh.
The call your shot gauntlet. Oh. Wow, that's awesome. Never say never in pro wrestling. April Mendez and Tessa back on the grid. We just have to enjoy this new era. Best of spin, in my opinion, since the 80s and 90s. Black Taurus on his way out. I think Caleb took Sammy's cell phone and he just finished signing autographs on High Spot, and he is now an Impact show. 007 tomorrow. Yeah, I've never been a big James Bond fan. I don't really know why. I watched a few of them, but I've never been huge into them like some people I know are. I have to go see every single one. But enjoy it, Derek, if you're going to see it. I know a few of my friends are going. They've been waiting for that for a long time. I've never been into them. I watched like some of the Roger Moore ones in the 80s. View to a Kill, I watched. That was the one with the Duran Duran song. And I've watched a few of them. I think I'm more familiar with the Roger Moore ones than the earlier ones with Sean Connery. But I haven't really kept up with them. I haven't really watched any of the newer ones. Maclin on his way down. But the people I know that are fans have been waiting for that for a long time. That movie was supposed to come out well before COVID started. And yeah, so. Gus, so we talked about this before the show, or right when the show first started. We're not going to do that because a lot of people that we've seen already watched it. So a lot of people from our community were saying that they couldn't wait, which I get it. You know, I mean, people wanted to watch it, and I totally get it. It's been out since Tuesday, so we're not going to end up doing it because the other reason why is because it's very short. It's only a little over half an hour, and I kind of thought it was going to be a little longer. I figured it'd be at least an hour or so, maybe even a little longer than that. And I kind of also thought it was going to entail like more decision making on the chat's part, which is kind of why I thought it would be fun to do with the chat. But it's so short, and from what they said, the decisions mostly go all toward the same ending. So there's only like one or two things that happen differently. So that's why I said. So you guys go and have fun with it. Watch it if you haven't yet. I don't want to make you wait until Sunday anyway. A lot of people are watching it. There's spoilers out there, of course, because people can't keep their mouths shut about anything for more than a week. So Of course there are. So, but yeah, no, go watch it, enjoy it. I thought it was going to be something a little more than it was, But to do it for a half an hour when so many people would have probably already seen it anyway is, kind of boring, I guess. A lot of the people that have seen it will be like, yeah, why bother? So,
Yeah.
Sean Connery is my favorite. Roger Moore said Deanna. Petey Williams got Black Taurus hung up in the ropes. Nice move by Petey. Mark says, I guess you could say I'm more of an 80s baby because I was born in 89, but I'm more of a 90s guy. That's cool. Petey Williams held himself up in the ropes. Taurus right outside on top of Maclin. Here comes Petey. Look out. Petey's coming out. Drop kick to Taurus. Petey up and nice Hurricane Rana to Maclin.
I'm still trying to catch up with you, Joe.
Oh, you're still behind. Taurus has got a hold of Petey Williams. Petey Williams fighting him off. Leg drop. Maclin gets
RJ, you're killing me. Or better yet, I should say my socks are.
raised tack on another run to make it 3-0. Technically, I'm an 80s guy, but more of a 90s guy. Sorry, my typing is bad. Brian Schaefer says, what is this? The 80s? RJ Corpus is constantly getting us updates for the NFL. Maclin throws him over into the corner. Duck under. He caught him over the knee. And Petey Williams got turned upside down. Anyone want to take my work shift tomorrow? Uppercut from Taurus. Kick to the side of the head. Maclin's a little wobbly now. He gets slammed down. 1, 2, 2 count. Maclin got up. I got a shift of my own tomorrow, Derek. And I'm sure Jeff does too.
Oh, yeah.
Petey Williams with another drop kick. Taurus goes down. Here comes Maclin. Shot to the back. German. Knee strike to the head of Maclin. Maclin down now. Petey, the only one up. Taurus down on the other side of the ring. Deanna says, nope, if you want to work for me this weekend. Petey just gets a big forearm shot.
I do get to work from home tomorrow, so I'm happy about that.
Oh, there you go. My birthday's this month, says Gus. That's cool.
How old will you be, Gus?
Oh, big DDT from Petey. Huge DDT. All 3 men are down. 16. Oh my gosh.
This is crazy, Joe.
Yeah.
16, huh? I don't remember 16. I barely remember it.
I remember getting my car. I know that.
I barely remember it.
Taurus rolled over his back. Nice takedown by Taurus. Maclin's down again. 1, 2. Nope. Kick out. Taurus getting frustrated. Petey ducks underneath. Shoulder block. Up and over. Codebreaker. He's trying to go for the Canadian Destroyer. He was. Taurus. Oh. I have no clue how he wrestles in that mask.
And that, yeah. Yeah. I mean, good gracious.
It's a cool mask. The mouth moves. I just noticed that. Like the mouth moves in it.
Yep.
Oh, man. He avoided him. Oh, that could do it. Taurus pretty much took himself out. Maclin's got him set up now. Oh, Petey was trying to fight him off. Oh, no. A big spear from Taurus.
Oh, wow.
Petey went, oh. No, Maclin's got it. Oh, that should do it. 1, 2. Yep, Maclin wins.
Yeah.
Current X Division champion is no one right now. Josh Alexander abandoned the title so he can get his title shot for Christian. So there is no one as the X Division champion right now.
That was a heck of a match, man.
Yeah. Wrestling in a mask, as difficult as it is. Yeah, and that's a big mask.
Yeah, it is.
All right, well, Maclin moves on. Christian Cage. I've done a few things in my time in tag team wrestling. You think? So Josh has the best seat in the house because he can scout your opponent. Christian Cage. Oh, he just said you're not in my realm. Keep the emotions in check. Oh, look at this.
Hmm. He said you're not in my realm.
Mm.
Ooh.
Wow.
What's up, Wally?
Wow. Stating intentions for himself. Wants a shot at the title. Oh, it's Swingers Palace.
There we go.
Yeah, oh, they're moving. Oh, they're packing it up. Hands up. Senor Hernandaddy. It's the worst day of my life. The Swingerettes are saying I'm really worried about Swinger. Hernandaddy. Oh! He has a picture. Look whose sure it was. Oh my God. All balls in there. Dixie Carter. Hernandez holding a picture of Dixie Carter. You guys got what you deserve, said Falaba. He said, I'm out. Hernandez says, you're going to get what you deserve.
What's up, Andrew?
Where do we get? Look what he has there. The complete 4-disc set of Jeff Jarrett. That was great. Hey, Wally, how are you? Derek, one of my girlfriend brought these sick coffee mugs from this store today. I'll send you pics. Cool. Hey, Wally, how are you? Andrew Stevens, what's going on? Lori, drive by. Manny Lemons and Zicky Dice. Manny Lemons. Manny Lemons. And Zicky of the Fanny Pack Dice. Manny Lemons kind of looks like a much smaller version of the big LG.
Yeah.
Doesn't he, with the sunglasses and the beard?
Yeah.
Oh, Swingers Palace's comedy. I can't believe they had a picture of Dixie Carter.
That was hilarious.
Oh, my God. And Hernandez wanted it. He's like, I want that. That's mine. Rich Swan and Willie Mack.
This is always such a jam. I love this. I want one of those jerseys.
Yeah, they're pretty cool. Surprised they're not in the shop. You'd think they would be. Soldiers. Tonight is MLW Fightland.
Yeah, there's just so much right now.
Yeah. Too much sometimes. RJ is our football score updater. Oh, Zicky and Manny get right on top of it here. I haven't seen Zicky Dice wrestle probably since NWA.
That's a good, yeah. I think I've seen it one time.
Yeah,
since then. And I saw his AEW, well, we won't even call that a match.
Yeah, that was, yeah.
That was a squash.
Zicky over in the corner, whipped off the ropes. Willie Max got up and down. This one might be over quick.
Yeah. Joe, what do you think Zicky's lane is in Impact?
I'd like to see him do more than comic relief, which is kind of what he's doing now. Although he could, I mean, he's good at that. So they could use him in, you know, I mean, they're losing him with the Brian Myers stuff. Obviously, he's going to break away from that. I think that these guys will eventually break away from Myers. That'll come back to bite him. But I could see him doing stuff with, like, the stuff that they do in the back. With the, you know, with the stuff with like Swingers Palace, things like that. I could see him competing in an X division if he wanted to. If that's the way he wanted to go, I could see him in the X division. What about you?
Yeah, same. I want to see him do a little bit more than what he's doing
comic
now.
relief. Yeah. I mean,
he just gave him a twister Joe.
He did.
He gave him a twister.
He did. Yes, he did. When was the last time you saw that in wrestling?
Wow.
Zicky had some amazing matches in NWA.
Yeah.
He won the title. Not the NWA, but he won a title there. I mean, yeah, he was he was a darn good heel. He really was. All right, Zicky got taken out of the ring. Rich and Willie Mack. Manny Lemons is going for a ride. Oh, yeah. Manny's out. 1, 2. Manny Lemons is done.
Yep.
That was a quick one.
And Willie Mack did not go to sleep.
No, he did not. No, he did. Oh, here they come. They must have finished the chicken. They must have finished up the chicken. Beal's in there. Now Zicky's back in. You may have spoke too soon, Jeff.
Yeah, I did.
You may have spoken too soon.
I did.
You might be going to sleep after all. Choking out Rich Swann. Oh, huge clothesline from Myers to Willie Mack.
Yeah, he's going to sleep.
Ryan Myers, BSK, Zicky Dice, and Manny Lemons stand over. Brian building himself quite a little faction here, isn't he?
Yeah, he is.
Main events are, oh my gosh, this goes so fast when there's no commercials.
It really does.
Crazy. Well, good time as any, I guess, to tell you, if you are new to the channel, welcome. Hope you're enjoying the Impact Show tonight. Make sure that you subscribe if you haven't done so already, and come out every Thursday night and check out Impact with us, because we are always here for everything that they do. Also, make sure that you hit the like on the stream tonight before you get out of here, and hit the notifications button if you want to be notified when we have future content. Also, we will have after the Impact tonight at 10:15. So we get out of here around 10-ish. Those of you who are leaving can't come back. Totally get it. You can give us your scores and let us know what you thought of the show. But then we come back at 10:15, and it's a non-PG stream, and we will talk all about what we saw tonight and ramifications on what we have going forward. We're also going to do, we'll talk a little bit about the pay-per-view on Saturday, and maybe we'll pick a winner or two and what we think is going to happen on Saturday night. So if you have time and if you're not going to sleep, and if it's not too late, come back and check us out at 10:15 Eastern Standard Time. Not a long show. We only keep you around for about 20 minutes or so-ish. Oh, Mickey going after Deanna. Look at this.
Oh, wow.
Look at this. Matt Rehweoldt there. Gail Kim trying to hold Mickey back. The Moors. Scott the Moore says this has gone too far. No contact clause between them.
Oh, boy.
Whoa. If Deanna breaks the clause, she's stripped of the championship. If Mickie James breaks it, she loses her shot.
Wow.
Oh, pick your poison.
Oh. Oh, wow.
Mickie James gets to pick an opponent. for Deanna for Knockouts Knockdown this Saturday.
Wow.
If I'm Mickey, I'm picking Su Yung. That's who I'm picking. That's who I'm picking.
You
Unless,
said
of
who?
course, I said Su Yung.
Su Yung.
Unless, of course, they get like somebody there that you may not realize was going to be there, like a surprise entrant or something like that that she could bring in.
I think a surprise would be really cool.
Yeah, that would. Yeah, it would be.
Yeah, the card for this is going to be pretty dang good.
Yeah, this is going to be a fun. This is going to be a fun show. Make sure you join us on Saturday night at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for Knockouts Knockdown. And there it is, guys. We are only 16 days away. 16 days away. It seemed like we were talking about this forever. Bound for Glory is only a little over 2 weeks away. So can't miss that. Cannot miss Bound for Glory. There will probably be surprises for sure. People that we didn't expect to see, we will see. So cannot miss Bound for Glory. Coog says, I would say Thunder Rosa, but I think she would take the title of Brit, so it's up for grabs. Well, whoever it is, they don't have to beat her, of course, for the title. I don't think they will. But they could be just a person that might give her a heck of a run for her money.
Joe, I just thought about something.
What's that?
What if she picks Camille?
Oh, that would be amazing. That would be amazing. That would certainly soften her up for the that would be amazing. The thing with Deanna, too, is she's going to be allowed to do the same thing, but who is she going to pick? Because there's not too many people that like her.
Right.
So she hasn't made a lot of friends. So I don't know who she's going to pick. She's going to have to find somebody that really doesn't like Mickey. Josh Alexander. He's on his way down. The segment was so good, said Deanna. Mickey picks an opponent from the Forbidden Door. Could be. Could be. I think Ruby Soho should win the inaugural TBS championship.
What do you think about that, Joe? Do you think that diminishes the women's title, or do you think it enhances it?
It's going to depend on what they do with it because, I mean, do they treat it like an intercontinental belt or, I could see what you're saying. I mean, if it's going to depend who they get involved with it. I mean, they have so many women who don't make their shows sometimes. So, if it's going to spotlight someone else, like the championship that Sammy Guevara has right now, like that title, if it's going to spotlight a person like a younger up and comer and stuff like that, then I could see that would be cool. But if that's not what they're going to use it for, so like Ruby having it, like you were saying in the chat, would almost seem like it's a 1A or a B belt because she lost to Britt. So she couldn't have that title. So now she's going to go and win the B belt, kind of, is what it would come off to me at. So I could see that. I could see that.
I mean, I don't think it'll hurt it at all. Like, I know some people online have been saying that they feel like it diminishes the title. I don't necessarily think it diminishes it. I think they just have to be smart with how they do it, because – I mean, they've gotten a ton better with giving the women time, but I still don't think we get enough, in my opinion, on the main shows. So I want to see them do it a little bit more.
Yeah. I hope they use it the same way they use the men's one, and I hope they use it to build someone up. I'm sure. Yeah. Listen, Jade Cargill is one of their future stars, and I know they want to push her, and maybe she wins it, and that'll be her first, foray into the title picture and stuff like that. So if they do it like that, then I'm good with that.
Yeah.
Christian with shots here to Madman Fulton. Madman Fulton throws him back over into the corner. What if Mickey gets her hands on Deanna and the match gets changed at Bound for Glory? Bound for Glory, we get Deanna versus Dr. Britt Baker, DMD. I don't think they'll do that. I don't think they would do that. This has been brewing for a while, and I think they'd want everybody to see it with Mickey and Deanna at that event.
Yeah.
So I don't think they would do that. Madman Fulton with a double clothesline. Sorry, go ahead.
I was just going to say, it would be very interesting if somehow Mickey ended up costing herself and they said, well, we got to get something big for Bound for Glory. So what do we do? I mean, it would be interesting. I would still want to see Mickey, though. I'd prefer to see Mickey.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. Expect the unexpected, yes. I hope they make the TBS title the 24/7 day title. 24/7, I think. No other promotion in the U.S. has a secondary women's title belt that adds storylines to the women's division. Hey, Jennifer Carter, how are you?
Yeah, I mean, that's the point, is that creating another title means, in theory, that you're going to create more opportunities for the women to be shown on your shows.
Right.
So.
Yeah. Whipped over into the corner, back elbow from Ace Austin to Josh. Now he just threw Josh into the corner, but Josh whipped himself over, took off the ring apron. Deanna says, I think it enhances, depends on booking. Ace Austin with a boot to the back of Josh Alexander. Now Josh on the outside. Head off of the ring apron. Throws him in underneath. Rolls in. Josh trying to get a tag to Christian. Can't make it over. Knee drop.
Wow.
Any thoughts on WoW relaunching and Tessa Blanchard coming in? Yeah, a few people have asked us about it. Yeah, it's exciting. It's exciting. We're going to definitely keep an eye on that.
Oh, yeah.
Big kick to Josh. Josh goes down to 2.25.
I wonder if they'll have working relationships with other companies.
You would kind of think they might have to. Only because, I know there's a lot of indies out there and stuff they could pull from, but you would kind of think they would have to, I would think.
Yeah. So, folks in the chat, tell us your top 3 promotions you'd like to see WoW work with.
Austin with a 2 close. Oh, excuse me, 2.5. Knee to the side of the head from Ace Austin. Christian hasn't been in this match. Josh is getting worn out. Shoulder block. Shot to the face, and then Josh trying to fight his way out. Back elbow to Madman Fulton. Shot now, forearm to Madman Fulton. A kick to Ace Austin. Trying to work his way out of that corner. Throws Ace out, and he hits the barricade. Now Josh is crawling back over to Christian. Gets the tag. Madman Fulton, though, getting Christian away from Ace Austin. Andrew says AEW Impact and NWA. Derek said Impact, NWA, and AEW. What if Deanna costs herself the title? How do you mean? You mean that she doesn't comply and they strip her of the title? I guess I don't think that they would have her title reign come to an end that way. I don't think so. I really think that because she's so strong as a heel, that it's going to take a really strong face to get that off of her, and somebody that they're going to really want to build up to do it. So I like having TBS and TNT. The one thing I would change is the TBS title can only be defended on Dynamite, and TNT title can be defended on Rampage, and make the titles be defended weekly. Coop says AEW, Impact, ROH, NWA.
What if WWE was on the table? Would that change anyone else's perception? Would it change the top promotions you'd like to see them work with?
I mean, NXT's women's division is pretty solid.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, why not Raw or SmackDown rosters either? You know, I mean, can you imagine a cross-promotion deal with someone like Bianca Belair?
Yeah.
Or Becky Lynch, Sasha Banks?
Becky Lynch and Deanna would be a phenomenal match. $1 million question is who has what it takes to beat. Well, yeah, that's what I was asking before, Derek. Yeah, especially on the Impact roster as it's currently situated, like who is that person? Who is that person?
I don't think they have them on the roster currently.
I think I agree. Yeah, I think I agree.
And if they do, if it is someone, then they'll have to be, like you said earlier, built in a way that just makes them look indestructible too.
Yeah, definitely. Impact, AEW, and NWA. Christian with some shots to the midsection of Madman Fulton. Madman Fulton slowing down the pace, driving the knees into Christian's back. There's going to come a day sometime soon where this guy gets his opportunity too.
Mm-hmm.
And I would bet that it could be right after. Josh is indeed going to win that title. He could be one of the first ones in line to go up against Josh Alexander for that belt.
Yep.
I mean, imagine the possibilities of having a face in that position as well, where, I mean, Christian's a face too, but Christian's not, everybody kind of knows he's not really permanent there. He's the AEW guy. So, imagine having like this big baby face Impact guy. Imagine the setups you can get. Moose versus Josh. Morrissey versus Josh. The matches are endless. They can have a lot of these. I mean, Sami Callihan, obviously he's out for a while now, but Eddie Edwards. I mean, you can have so many good matchups with him. Yeah. I think once Triple H and Stephanie take full control and ownership, then the Forbidden Door will be wide open. We'll see crossing over. I don't know if that'll happen, Jason. I don't know. I don't know. Ace Austin versus AJ Lee won't be wrestling. No, she's producing. Yeah, she's producing. I mean, I can never really say never. If she gets the itch, she could.
That's true.
Josh with shots to the side of the head of Madman Fulton. Madman Fulton got his leg hung up over the ropes. Josh with a big right hand. Trying to get him up. He does. He's got him up in the air. Look at the strength by Josh. Cover. 2, no.
Oh, wow.
German. Oh, we're going to count to the Germans. Nope, he's not going to allow it. Madman Fulton trying to fight out. Oh, he hung on, but he took another one. That's 2.
Ooh.
Madman Fulton trying to break it again. Josh is in a. Oh, no, he drove him over in the corner. Ace Austin tags in. Now they're setting up Josh. Madman's got him up. Oh, man. That might do it. Madman Fulton's going for a choke slam. Christian just pushed Ace Austin off. Madman Fulton ducked over and out of the ring. Splash from Christian, but Madman Fulton caught him. Uh-oh.
Oh, man.
Oh, no, he missed, and Christian pushed him over the stairs. Josh. No, up and over from Ace Austin. He avoided it. Is Bray Wyatt going to Impact? No, we hope so. We really don't know. We hope so. Josh has the ankle lock cinched in. Ace Austin with a kick to kick him off. Austin over the top misses. Christian just tagged Josh in blind tag. This can lead to some animosity here.
Oh, yeah.
With the unprettier. Oh. 1, 2, 3. Christian looked at Josh and shrugged. That's not going to go over well.
Anything
Not
you
gonna
can
go
do, I
over
can
well.
do better.
When I first heard AEW was moving to TBS, the one question I had is TBS is one of the CBS network stations that does games for NCAA March Madness. And I wonder if AEW has plans in place when TBS do air their games. I don't know. Don't know. Oh, Christian with a little tap on the chest. He shakes. Oh, Josh just letting him go. Josh is saying, I had it. I had it. Christian holds the title up. Christian pats him on the shoulder. Yeah. Tensions are getting high.
Yes, they are.
Well, there you go. That is it for tonight. That is the end of Impact for this Thursday. Ending a little earlier almost every time, 4 minutes early. So that is it for tonight's show. Hope you all enjoyed it. What did you think of the show tonight? If you can't stick around, if you can't come back for after the Impact, let us know what you thought of tonight's show. Mickey put me in a bed scissors. Oh, Derek. Head scissors. Yes, I know. That was a Freudian slip, wasn't it?
It was a Freudian slip.
That
if
was
I've ever seen one.
That was a Freudian slip. Yes, it was without a doubt. Without a doubt. Oh, my goodness. Yeah, so that was it. Again, let us know what you thought of the show. If you can't make it back at 10:15, if you can, we will be back at 10:15. LOL, oops. Yeah, that's an oops, all right. If you can, we will be back at 10:15 to do after the Impact, which we will discuss everything that went on tonight, and we'll take a look at some things that are going to happen for Knockouts, Knockdown as well. So we'll talk a little bit about that. Not very long stream. Like I said, we both have to get our butts to bed and get up for work the next day. So we don't keep you around long. Probably be like 20 minutes or so, maybe more, maybe a little more, maybe a little less. So yeah, come back with us at 10:15 if you can. If not, then so we'll go over what we've got coming up for the rest of the week really quickly for those of you who can't make it back. And definitely, if you're new to the channel, hope you enjoyed the show. Make sure that you subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. Make sure that you hit a like on the stream tonight before you all head out and leave. Damien says, pretty good show and awesome stream as always. About an 8.5 out of 10. See you all Saturday for Knockouts Knockdown. Cool, Damien. We will be here. And also, if you would like to know when we have content, make sure you hit the notifications button as well. And then, of course, nothing tomorrow. Saturday, we have Knockouts Knockdown, which will be starting at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time. So make sure you join us for Knockouts Knockdown. Should be a lot of fun. Nothing on Sunday, and then we will be back on Monday with Abby's Window, Jody and Jeff. That will be at 7 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So, good show, and 8.5 out of 10 to Damien. AEW is going head-to-head with college football the next 2 weekends. Dixie Carter, not part of Impact or any wrestling company anymore. Well, we saw her tonight. We saw a picture of Dixie Carter tonight. That was a little strange that they had a picture of Dixie Carter hanging around in the Swingers Palace, but yeah, we saw Dixie Carter tonight. So there you go. All right, so that is that. We'll end this stream. We'll come back in about 15, and we will talk to you all. Deanna says 7.5, and we'll talk to you all for after the Impact. So if you're not coming back, have a great rest of your night. Have a great Friday as well. Enjoy SmackDown tomorrow night and Rampage. Of course, if you're going to watch Rampage. And hopefully we will see you all again for our next stream, which is Saturday night, Knockouts Knockdown at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Stay safe. Be nice to each other, especially on the socials. And hopefully we will talk to you all again very soon. Have a good night, guys. See you soon.